What's up guys, you're watching Here Today Tech. I'm Rahul Sethi, and in this video I'm going to compare two smartphones that run stock Android interface, the Zenfone Max Pro M2 and the Nokia 6.1 Plus. Both of them come at around 15,000 rupees for the 4GB, 64GB variant. So let's compare them. Alright, so here are the two smartphones. On my left is the Nokia 6.1 Plus that has a smaller 5.8-inch display, and on my right is the Zenfone Max Pro M2 that has a 6.28-inch display. At the back, the Nokia 6.1 Plus uses glass, the Corning Gorilla Glass 3 to be precise, and the Asus phone uses plastic. Although they both appear to have a glass back, it's much more premium both in look and in terms of feel. While Zenfone, although looks nice, it's quite smudgy, and you'll also see that it feels plastic. In fact, all of the body is made out of plastic on the Zenfone, and while the Nokia 6.1 uses metal frame. So you'll see antenna bands at the bottom for network, and you'll see the buttons are also done in metal, while on the Zenfone they are made out of plastic, although they are also quite tactile and have a very good feedback. At the bottom you'll see the Nokia phone has a Type-C USB port, speaker grill and primary microphone, and the Zenfone has a micro USB port, which is an older technology, with a microphone, speaker and headphone jack. The headphone jack on Nokia phone is placed on the top alongside the secondary microphone for noise cancellation, and the Asus phone also has a noise cancelling secondary microphone. The dual camera setup at the back is on the center and is slightly protruding on the Nokia phone, while it sits flush on the Zenfone and has a single LED flash. It's a dual tone dual LED flash on the Nokia phone. The fingerprint scanner position is easily reachable on the Zenfone, while on the Nokia phone you'll see it is on the lower side, so it's not very comfortable while you're using it in one hand. Now let's power up the two smartphones and we'll take a look at their boot time. Okay, so it's very clear that Nokia phone boots up faster than the Zenfone Max Pro M2. Anyways, at the front you'll see both the phones have notch display and they have Full HD resolution, but we'll take a look at that in a moment. But first let's take a look at the notch. On the notch you get the front camera, earpiece and proximity light sensor, proximity and ambient light sensor on the Zenfone, while all these are present on the notch except the earpiece, which is placed between the screen and the body of the phone. Also the Zenfone has flashlight alongside the front camera. Now both of the smartphones have very smooth touchscreen, but it's slightly smoother on the Zenfone Max Pro M2, and in fact it's also less prone to scratches since it is Corning Gorilla Glass 6, which is much better compared to the Gorilla Glass 3 used on the Nokia 6.1. So in terms of display, you will notice that the Nokia 6.1 has a brighter panel compared to the Zenfone Max Pro M2 that even at full brightness doesn't appear to be very bright, although colors appear more deep on the Zenfone Max Pro M2. You will see the yellows and the whites are more sharp. You'll see the yellows are deeper in comparison, and so are the black levels. But the Nokia 6.1's display feels more accurate. I mean, colors are not very oversaturated, they're not popping, they're not trying to be overly beautiful, but they're just normal, natural, that you would expect to appear in usual scenarios. Of course, the Zenfone's display appears more appealing thanks to its deep blacks and nicely rendered reds and yellows. It certainly appears to be more high definition compared to the Nokia's 6.1 Plus. And if I had to select one for watching movies, I'll definitely take the Zenfone Max Pro M2. Now if you take a look at this white page, you'll see the Nokia 6.1 has a more accurate color. The white appears to be more actual white in comparison to that on the Zenfone Max Pro M2 that appears to have a reddish tinge. Not really very accurate white. Now talking about the software, I have updated the Nokia smartphone to latest Android 9 Pie, but the Zenfone still runs the Android 8.1 Oreo. It was like this out of the box and it still hasn't received any update. During my usage, I found that the Nokia 6.1 has a better interface both in terms of stability and in terms of features. It gives you all the latest features like digital well-being and a new drop-down menu that has icons laid out differently, and some of the facial changes done to the app drawer as well. Although that is a part of the new interface to be smoother and much more optimized in comparison to the Zenfone Max Pro M2. And if we talk about the app launch and multitasking, let's take a look at the launching speed on both the phones. So you'll see the apps load faster on the Zenfone Max Pro M2. Not only do they appear faster on the screen, but also in total loading time, you'll see the Zenfone Max Pro M2 is slightly faster in comparison to the Nokia 6.1 Plus. Although when it comes to multitasking, you'll see both the phones are pretty nice. It's clean stock Android interface, so you'll not have any trouble accessing most of the features of the basic Android and using them to their full potential. Now if you talk about the fingerprint scanner speed, it's faster on the Zenfone Max Pro M2, although the difference is not much, but the Max Pro M2 manages to open faster than the Nokia 6.1. The difference is very marginal, as you will see, but still the Zenfone is slightly faster in comparison. Now the camera application on the Zenfone is also of older generation, and if you take a look at the lag in shutter, you'll see both the phones have equal shutter lag and photos appear in the gallery at almost the same time. And if you talk about the front camera, you'll see the Zenfone detects my face and Nokia phone is having trouble detecting it. Let's click a photo and see which one of the two takes better shot. So Nokia phone certainly captures better skin tones, and the face is also in focus, although at the time of clicking I wasn't clear if the phone has detected my face or not. But on the Zenfone you will see it has come out to be slightly blurred. The details are not very sharp, so I'm not able to make out if the face is actually in focus or not, and it has also slightly over processed, or rather should I say beautified my face to remove all the blemishes. So it's not capturing actual skin tones, although in terms of sharpness and in terms of light, you'll see the Zenfone image appears to be better, but in terms of color accuracy, object sharpness and overall detail, you'll see the Nokia phone does better. Here are some more photos taken by the two phones. So as you saw, the Zenfone Max Pro M2 not only gives you a bigger display but also a better set of cameras and better gaming performance. The Nokia 6.1 on the other hand doesn't only look premium, but it feels premium in your hand, and the Android on it is far more stable in comparison. Do let us know which one of the two phones would you pick and why in the comment section below. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel to get latest videos on technology, smartphones and other gadgets like this. Thank you for watching.